in my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Archangel Michael, please protect me and help me become a clear channel for my collective. Okay. So again, these are collective readings and they are not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So we've got coming through car sales, someone who's got a background in selling cars. We've got someone who has got a background in selling cars, right? Who's very toxic. So someone who's got a background in selling cars, who's extremely toxic. They have been working with some water deities. They are struggling with a Jezebel. Okay, we've got grandma. So this person is linking to a grandma. So this could be her son, her daughter. So you're or fab, like this could be her son, her daughter. So this could be this person's father or uncle who's got a background in car sales. Okay, they are linking to a butcher or someone who works in a butcher or a slaughterhouse. So car sales, butcher, slaughterhouse, linking to grandma somehow. Okay. 65 to 70, age 65 to 70, age 65 to 70, fake ID and word witchery, and trying to dumb you down, food witchery, word witchery. So this, either father figure or an uncle is what I was getting, either father figure or an uncle has got a background in car sales and they are linking to a butcher. They are doing some sort of offerings to water deities to gain power and control. They are doing word witchery and manipulating legal documentation. We've got social services. They could have been doing CPS. They could have been doing some sort of false reports to social services. Then we've got power of attorney. So basically, they've worked together to get power of attorney. All right. They've worked together with social services. Yeah. We've got 35 to 40. So someone who is involved is the age 35 to 40. 35 to 40. Someone who's aged 65 to 70. And then we've got 700,000 to 800,000 pounds. So this is why they've got this power of attorney. And they are falsifying legal documentation, doing fake ID, falsifying signatures to get power of attorney. Right, so yeah, we've got power of attorney. They are doing power of attorney. Power of attorney. Low vibes. And then we've got this cocktail, so, and then coffee drinker. So they was probably meeting up during the day, having coffee, doing daytime meetings, predatory type of instincts. So they seen the money, what was coming on in, and they, well, just went into pure predator mode. So they was meeting up for coffee during the day to have these chats. And then probably on night time, a meeting up for something to eat, to discuss what they was doing, having some sort of a meal and cocktails, discussing this toxic activity and offering to water deities, gaining power of power and control over this person, whether that be masculine or feminine, to take power of attorney of someone else's assets. Someone else's assets. Then we've got coffin, message of concern, and false person and concern. So this could be will money. Okay, so we've got coffin, message of concern, and false person. So maybe someone in the family, someone could have passed and left several £100,000, that great fortune, right? And then we've got poverty. To have you come out of poverty, they left this will. Some sort of a will money. They left this will money, and they started acting all fake and false because they must have seen this will. They must have seen this will money. They must have, with this message and this message of concern, opened up this will to see that there was some sort of great fortune. And then they thought, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Expectation of marriage in reverse. And sudden wealth. So you could be single. And then we've got sudden wealth. You could be single. This person could be single and they wanted to take from a single person. Or there could be something surrounding a fake marriage, or someone who wanted to marry this masculine or feminine just for the money, so they can literally take control of that sudden wealth themselves, adjudication in a court of law. So there could be someone who's tried to do some sort of a marriage to take power of attorney over this masculine or feminine's wealth, this great fortune. So just wanted to, like, they took this great fortune, maybe again from someone who passed, and then this group has quite possibly got a masculine or feminine to romance or date or wanting. We've got a wealthy man and unexpected income. Then we've got mature man in reverse and toil and labour in reverse. So I was getting that they got this masculine and said that they was paid this masculine a lot of money if he was to marry this feminine. So this masculine, mature man who is mentally immature. He's mentally immature. 27 could be significant, or 38. So he could be in between the ages of 27 and 38. And theft and house. Could have wanted to steal some sort of a home. Could have thought, if I marry this feminine and be really immature and put in a lot of work behind the scenes to try and date this feminine, love on this feminine, but only wants to marry this feminine for the money. So it's like a link into a romance scam where this masculine wants to take power and control over this maybe feminine, or it could be vice versa. This masculine could be becoming a wealthy man and they could be trying to get a feminine to romance this man. Yeah, we've got male, female. They could be getting a feminine to romance this masculine because he's got some wealth coming on in, or vice versa. Or this feminine could be trying to send this masculine to date feminine and do some sort of a fake marriage. A wealthy man, theft in a house. So they've took some sort of real estate. They took power and control of some sort of real estate and done some sort of fake ID in order to claim someone else's assets. Maybe appeared before a judge, lied to a judge and said that this is the person, that they are the person who is a rightful inheritance, like the rightful one who was going to inherit this maybe plot of land, a home and inheritance, and the judges signed it off. The judges all signed it all off so they could release this gift. High on earth, family room, and lovers in reverse. And then occupation in reverse. And then courthouse and community in reverse. I was getting that this law firm, this attorney, judge, solicitor, anyone who's linking to this, they're under major investigation. They're going to be put under major investigation by the Most High, by God's army. They're going to be put under major investigation by the Most High and God's army. We've got high honour, journey, and gift. So maybe someone should be journeying to give this gift. But it's getting that this main female wanted to take this gift for herself. So this could be a sibling, this could be a daughter, or this could be like a cousin. This could, yeah, and they're going to prison. We've got prison and change. They wanted to change some sort of legal documentation, and they didn't think about all them crimes racking up an extremely large amount of crime. For one, obviously, if it's some sort of will money and someone's left that will money and they've started tampering with someone's original will because they've got greedy and very obviously with this toxic coming out, there's going down for that. There's going down. There could be a married couple involved, and this immature man who could be quite like oldish, this immature man who is 65 to age 70, wanted to be that wealthy man. He could be thinking about going through a divorce. He could be thinking about going through a divorce with his wife. He could have wanted to steal that money, could have stole a home, could have stole some money to pay off the mortgage debts. And then they wanted to split it amongst themselves. There's been a lot of meeting up in some sort of hotels or bars, coffee shops, discussing it at different times, at different locations, changing. They've been changing their meetings, their meetups. They've probably gone to each other's homes to discuss this theft. Cocktail bars, something to do with hotels, cocktail bars and coffee shops to discuss. Yeah. Thoughts, and then we've got a science teacher. So someone has got a background in science. Someone's got a background in science. Someone's got a background in science. So someone who is either a science teacher or was a science teacher. So we've got someone with a background in car sales, someone with a background in butchers. With this toxic and this science teacher could have a background on toxic chemicals. So this is where this toxic comes on in. So this science teacher could have access to a laboratory, obviously, if they are a science teacher, and have access to some sort of toxic chemicals. So this science teacher who's got access to these toxic chemicals has probably tried to poison the one who they are stealing from to get power of attorney, and then probably on top of that done some sort of insurance job. So took insurance out on the one they're stealing from, because they all seem to just go more and more crazy, more and more money, power hungry, more and more crazy. The ones linking to this courthouse, the ones linking to a courthouse, they get more and more money, power hungry, they get more and more toxic. So an attorney, solicitor, that type of thing. And they've been doing some sort of toxic chemicals. So with this car sale, someone's got a background in car stuff. Obviously, they're going to know that you cannot ingest any of these ingredients from what they put into a car. And obviously, science teacher, someone's got a background in science, is going to know that these chemicals are toxic to humans and humans should not ingest these chemicals. Thoughts and official. Thoughts, official person, sudden wealth, house, theft, and coffin. Yeah, so they've tried to do some sort of poisoning to stop this truth from getting out there. So we've got poisoning. We've got poisoning with some sort of chemicals. King of Cups, King of Wands, and then the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, some sort of message, 6, some sort of news, and then 6 of Pentacles in reverse. They wanted to take a gift, 4 of Pentacles possess. Some sort of information, manipulation of information, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, to take that old money, or that new money, some sort of taking that money, Tower in reverse and change. Then we've got Ace of Wands. Then we've got Temperance, Sagittarius and Aries. 9 of Wands in reverse, does not want that person to be aware. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. So we've got a Taurus or Aries, and then we've got a Sagittarius, and a King of Cups. So this King of Wands could be a Sagittarius. This King of Wands could be a Sagittarius. The Moon card, a lot of lies, hiding a lot of lies, a lot of deceit, a lot of trickery. King of Swords in reverse and Three of Cups. They made friends. Four of Wands and Page of Cups with someone who could have lived in that home at some point. So it could be a partner. Then we've got Page of Cups in reverse who's got a history, a background with some sort of child sexual abuse. Unrequited love. Page, Knight of Cups in reverse. So you could have had unrequited love for someone who's got a background with child sexual abuse. I mean, obviously, if you find out that someone has sexually abused a child and forced himself on a child, he's obviously, you know, if you've got a brain, you're going to lose that sexual attraction and just going to be worried about that person surrounding children. So there's that unrequited love. And 10 of Swords in reverse. So this King of Swords in reverse could have wanted to take their own life at some point because they have done some sick shit to children. But they wanted some money, you know. So they'd be manipulating court documentation and forcing and manipulating court proceedings to go in their favour. So someone who's got a history, a background in sexually abusing some sort of child or children with the Page of Cups in reverse. Hiding a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. Right, okay. We've got Ace of Wands and the Chariot. And then the Five of Wands in reverse. So they could have took control of this money and they could have bought some sort of a caravan. All right. They could have bought a caravan and they could have set the caravan on fire. So with this money, what they took control of, this group, they could have bought a caravan with this money or a car, either a car or a caravan. And then they burned this car or caravan to get rid of evidence. So something surrounding buying a car or a caravan with stolen money. They thought it was great, and then to get rid of the evidence, and because they could be under investigation, they could have burnt this car or caravan. Next to this Four of Wands, which is dangerous, in the community, near a park or something. Near a park. They could have took some of this money so they could go to a festival and have some sort of party. I was getting that basically. They teamed up and they joined up and they had some sort of a party. They celebrated. They talked about getting a car or a caravan. And then we've got Temperance and the Hierophant and Three of Cups. Nine of Wands in reverse. They're not aware of God. They are not aware of Archangel Michael. They're not aware. Nine of Wands in reverse. They're not aware. It's the Swords. That's the truth. They're really not aware of God or Archangel Michael. This group, this third party, are unaware of God and Archangel Michael. And on this image in Temperance, there's a moon card, and then Archangel Michael's got his hand on the sun. So what's gone on in the darkness will always come to the light sooner or later. Although they think that they're going to be able to get away with it, they're not. The truth always, always, always comes out in the end. So they're trying to stop that truth from coming out, and they've been doing some sort of, right, and we've got Nine of Cups in reverse. So basically, if they've lit up a caravan or a car, Nine of Cups in reverse, that's shattered the windows. It shattered the windows. It shattered the windows. Two of Swords, they get really mad and angry. Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. So basically, and then the Sun card to stop that coming out, because with the Eight of Swords in reverse, they don't want to go to prison. They was manipulating a drink. the Ace of Cups and the Hangman, they was manipulating a drink. So basically, if you've been going down, like this shit been going down, yeah, Two of Cups in reverse, there's no love connection there. There's no actual love connection there. Three of Cups going to be someone who was a friend who also wants to avoid going to prison. Eight of Swords in reverse for what they've done. So friends being involved. Someone who this masculine or feminine thought of as a friend. Nine of Cups in reverse who caravan shattered windows. Car shattered windows. Something, either a caravan or a car what they've bought with this stolen money. And then with this Ace of Wands they put petrol with this car sales, linking someone who's in car sales. So they've got petrol from someone who's linking in car sales, some sort of toxic chemicals, what's flammable, to burn a caravan out. Page of Cups in reverse can also mean danger. So what they've done is very dangerous, and they wanted to end this battle, this competition. Wow. A group, a gang of them. Who's done it? So yeah, they've done that. And then with this Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups, with this science, they know some sort of toxic substance what humans should not ingest, because it will literally, maybe quite possibly kill that person. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. But Eight of Swords in reverse, they're desperate about avoiding prison. Ten of Swords in reverse, they want to make out like that person's taken their own life. Nine of Swords because they're guilty. We've got Hermit, Virgo energy. And they've not got that with this Hierophant after it. They've not got divine knowledge, divine wisdom, or divine protection, and they do not believe in God. So they're atheists. They're either atheists, yeah, they do not believe in God. They're very like atheists. And their minds, we've got the Magician card and the Devil card. Their minds have been manipulated by the devil, and they've just become puppets on a string. Yeah, they've just become puppets on a string for the devil, and I don't think that they actually realise it. Four of Wands, people in this community, if they have took ownership of a home, they could have burnt this house down. 2244. Three of Cups, friends, corruption, injustice, justice in reverse, and Eight of Swords in reverse, to avoid going to prison. All right. Throat chakra. Wow. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They just got extremely toxic, and they wanted to take that abundance, what was not actually theirs. They're worried about going to prison. They know about this corruption, so it's either a family or a community, a family with this Ten of Pentacles, or a community, some sort of group who's all in on this corruption, injustice, and all want to avoid going to prison. So they're setting fires, they're burning evidence, they've done a lot of fake IDs. They're all taking money that prosper from the Most High, but they don't believe in the Most High. And they're manipulating drinks, so something surrounding drinks. So basically, if you've had some sort of inheritance stolen off you, Six of Pentacles in reverse, someone's took a gift, Eight of Swords in reverse, and you know with this Ace of Swords in reverse that these people is going to lie to avoid going to prison. Do not accept drinks off anybody. And I mean anybody. Not even your nearest and dearest, not even your closest friends, not even your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, yeah, your neighbour, anybody. Do not accept a drink off anybody. Yeah, 24. Make your own drinks. Do not accept food off anybody, especially if it's unopened. Yeah. And also, if they are all in a group and they have access to your home, if you go out and you've got food what's opened, like some crisps or some bread or something, what, like say you've done some food, you've prepared some food and you've cooked a bit too much and you put some in the fridge to go back to that, do not go back to that food what's been unopened, because that unopened food could quite possibly, with this toxic, be poisoned. And if they can gain entry and access, if it's linking to family or friends, yeah, or someone who is in some sort of power position, an official person, they can get copies. They could have a copy of a key to your home because they want to come on in and they want to poison you, 10 of swords in reverse, and make out like you took yourself out and you took an overdose and you're suicidal. All right. That is what there's planning next, 25. The Sun card, because they don't want that to be illuminated. Two of Cups in reverse. It could be a Gemini involved. Ace of Swords who's lying. The Wheel of Fortune, because they want that destiny, along with this King of Wands, who could be a Leo. There could be a Leo masculine. And Sagittarius masculine. Three of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio masculine, who's premeditating it all. It's all been premeditated in this group, this gang. It's all been carefully thought out and executed. Three of Swords in reverse, they're depressed. Queen of Swords in reverse. So this could be a Gemini female. The full card, Page of Pentacles and Three of Cups, who took a leap of faith and took an opportunity to join this third party. 10 of Cups in reverse. It could be linking to a dysfunctional family. Who persistently, with the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment in reverse, think that they can avoid judgment. And we've got the Assassin. Three of the Assassin Hitman, Three of Pentacles. So they've collaborated with an assassin, a hitman. So they're poisoning some sort of food. They've collaborated with an assassin, a hitman. They are manipulating stuff what they put in drinks. Yeah. So do not accept drinks unless, like, literally, make your own drinks, make your own food. All right. Do not order from takeaways, because if they can get someone to hack them accounts, especially if they've got an official who can hack accounts and emails, sneaky, know about this corruption, and they are them type of people who back the corruption, and they work to manipulate. They love to manipulate. It's like a full-time job for them. 8 of Wands, any documentation. They love the corruption and injustice. Okay, they love that. Nightmare. They're a nightmare. They want to shatter their dreams. You could be seeing stuff in your dreams and having nightmares, persistent nightmares of some stuff where it's just like, it's not right. You know, I go to sleep and then I'm having nightmares of these so-called family members, these friends, yada, 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 doing this sick stuff. That is your angels. That is the Most High, and that is your angels trying to communicate with you to let you know that this is actually going down, and they are trying to communicate with you in dream state to get these messages, because obviously as you are dreaming, you are at your most relaxed, and you might 28 have out-of-body experiences. Out-of-body experiences, OBE. So as you sleep, you could have out-of-body experiences and leave your physical body. Leave your physical body. Again, do not accept drinks, again, off anybody. Do not order from takeaways. Do not accept food. If you have food unopened in your house and these people have access to your home, yeah, they have access to your home, they are poisoning, all right, with chemicals. So they've got access to a science or someone who knows some things about science, and they know that if you ingest these chemicals, it is going to take your life. And that is what they're wanting, because they've got power of attorney. So they could have done some sort of court case or legal proceedings behind this masculine or feminine's back without them knowing. And they are trying to create distractions to let you know. Now, via creating distractions to let you, like, so you do not find out, all of a sudden people are going to start coming out from nowhere, starting arguments with you for no good reason. Yeah, and that is because that's the plans of them. They are under the control and they've got some sort of entity attachment. So there's going to come on out, there's going to start arguing with you. Yeah, you'll have mad random people, men and women, coming towards you, telling you they love you and they think you are absolutely gorgeous and we should meet up, yada, yada, yada. And that is probably someone sent by the devil as well. Yeah. So I is going to rebuke the plans of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ. They could be doing soul ties or trauma bonding. Soul ties or trauma bonding. But again, I rebuke the plans of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ, and I sever any of these ties, soul ties, trauma bonding, and binding spells using Archangel Raphael's flaming sword of God. I sever these ties to these toxic relationships, to these toxic partnerships. So these law officials will be actually going under major investigation. Again, if they've done this one time, they've probably done this many times before. You know, many times before. They're always looking for more recruits. Yeah, they're always looking for more runarounds, people who are willing to do this job for them. They get a small percentage of this money, a very small amount of money of this inheritance, and then the ones who sat there and pulled the strings and manipulated people to do their dirty work, they get most of the money, and they want, like, they're involved in it, but they want to get other people to do their dirty work, so the ones who is doing that dirty work get longer in prison for doing their dirty work, because they want to try and keep themselves, well, with less charges or less traceable is what I was getting, less traceable. And with this chemical, there's some sort of chemical that they are using what is not really traceable in the bloodstream, what's hard to detect in the bloodstream. So then basically they will probably label it as some sort of heart attack, kidney liver failure, something like this, which is what there's one in. Any way, shape or form. Any way, shape or form. And then maybe try and make out like masculine or feminine has taken some sort of an overdose. Yeah? Taken some sort of overdose to take their own life because they're depressed or something. The more... They want you to let your guard down as well. Let your guard down. Let us in. We're family. We're friends. We're your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle. We're your cousins. We love you. Let your guard down. Let us back in. We love you. We'd never do anything of the sort. There's a lot of mind games as well. All the freezer. We'd never do anything of the sort, but these type of people would. And with this Capricorn Devil card, they're very manipulating. And again, they want to pull other people's strings to get them to work for them and work with the bunny rabbit ears underneath them. So pulling on their strings, you go out, you do this, you do that. You know, you get a small percentage of that. And then obviously that person who they've been manipulating will get done for murder and attempted murder. And that because, well, he was going to get done for murder. Someone's probably done this before, many a times. So it's like a walk in the park for them. Something surrounding it's like a walk in a park for them. It's easy. It's easy for them. It's an easy job for them. They've done it many times. Nice thinking. With this hitman and lovers in reverse, I was getting maybe this hitman has never really experienced love. Unexpected income, only a love for the money. Which is a shame because they've never experienced love, these people. only a love for the money and a love for feeding their ego and wanting people in the community to view them as something to look up to. Meanwhile, they're doing these type of pure evil acts and they're being a set of predators. So they want people to admire them and look up to them for their evil acts. Unexpected income in reverse and taking money or someone else's money, taking money under the table, distant horizons. They're going to prison. And their excuse is going to be that they wanted to come out of poverty. So some of these people could be on benefits. We've got despair. Some of these people maybe not have a job and they obviously want to make money to feed themselves, to feed children, family, if they've got that, to pay their bills, to put a roof over their head, you know, that type of thing. So they will use people who's either on benefits and they can't get a job, someone who's just lost their job, and some people who's got mental health already and they're already easily manipulated. And basically, they will come up to these people who's already got mental health. They will start love bombing them. They will start giving these people attention. The ones who's got mental health, they'll start giving them attention. They'll start giving them that fake love. Yeah. And then they will form these strings onto them. And then they'll start pulling these strings off these people and get these people to work for them. Okay. So you could be a child of one of these people. Whether you be whatever age you are, you could be a child of one of these, a niece, a nephew, a daughter, a son, a cousin or whatever, a sibling. And you know, you're going to be knowing that with all that, they're going to go to prison. They can't just poison somebody and get away with it. They can't just take someone else's gifts and get away with that. They can't just pay money to assassinate someone's character or put hits out on that person just because they want to get out of poverty. We all want to get out of poverty. We're all going to want our own wealth and stuff, you know. But the lengths these type of people will go is absolutely sinister. 37. It's absolutely sinister. So do not accept food. Do not accept drinks. Do not order from takeaway. Make your own food because that is actually going to save your life. If they are hacking your email accounts and stuff, and they've gone that far to change legal documentation and get in on that theft, yeah, they're going to do anything they can to keep hold of what they've stolen. They don't want to see you come out of poverty. Yeah, and if they can hack your email address and stuff like that, they're going to know where you're ordering your takeaways from, and then they're going to manipulate these type of people to put poison or whatever in your food, in your drinks. So I was going to leave that there, and I send you peace, love, and light, and hopefully the truth comes out sooner rather than later because these type of people are dangerous, extremely, extremely dangerous.